I think I've said a couple of times that my 12.9-inch iPad Pro is one of my favorite pieces of tech. So I've done a little video here for some of the best accessories I think you can pick up for it in 2023. So let's check it out. So let's start with cases, and I have some fantastic options here from the guys at ESR. So these are a few different variations of the folio case. Each one is a little bit different, but kind of familiar. So let's start off with this one here. So this is a nice grey silicone finish. It's got like a microfiber lining on the inside, and it literally is fully magnetic, and your iPad goes inside, sticks to it, and folds up like so. It's a pretty nice case. It is minimalistic and it is to the point, and this little magnetic flap is handy as well. So if you have your Apple Pencil, you can stick it on the top and flick that over and it'll be protected and it won't come off. It's a really good case. The guys ESR have not disappointed with this, so yeah, you might want to check this one out. That's the first option we have there. Now, the only thing I will say is the edges of the iPad aren't really protected. So if that's not your bag, well then this case we can maybe set to the side, and then we can bring in one of these cases, like this black one. So this black one covers all edges of the iPad. It's got a nice frosted back, so you can still see the likes of your Apple logo and your camera cutout there. And the camera bump is relatively protected as well. Accidents happen, you know yourself. And we have an option here for your Apple Pencil that'll be magnetic. Now there's no flap for this one that'll protect your Apple Pencil, unfortunately. But the good thing with this is, this folio does all the normal smart things. You can fold it up, use it as a stand, or you can just remove it. This bit here is magnetic, which is a great design in my opinion, and you can just stick it on, cover it up. I really like that case. The only feedback I would give to ESR with these types of cases, if you could put a dock connector in the back, it means you could potentially use it with Magic Keyboard. I'd like that. If I could take that off and dock that onto my Magic Keyboard and be able to have the iPad protected while in the Magic Keyboard, yeah, I'd be happy with that. And then if I wanted to take it off the Magic Keyboard and just stick the folio bit back on, that'd be great. Great case, guys, but make a Magic Keyboard version and it's perfect. If that one isn't your bag, well then maybe this one will be. This one here is like a blend of the first two I've shown, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, we have our case here, which goes in and it protects all edges of the iPad. Good camera bump protection there as well. And then we do have this silicone finish folio, which is magnetic to the case. And then we do have our magnetic close and our flap for our Apple Pencil. Great option, another great keyboard case. And I actually like that blue, to be honest, that's quite nice. So yeah, you've got loads of options here. You can put it up into your folio, you can do all the folio things with it. You can fold it up, use it as a stand, set it down if you want to draw, or if you just want to lift it out, use it like that. You've got great options there, guys. It's so good. Great options from the guys at ESR, and these cases are outstanding value. I will leave you the prices of these cases right here, and I will leave you a link in the description down below if you want to go pick them up. I know what you're thinking. Michael, it's an Apple Pencil. No, it's not. Now, yes, it may look like an Apple Pencil, but it is not. This is the magnetic pencil from the guys at Benks. So this is the Apple Pencil alternative from the guys at Benks. Now, this works pretty much in every way that the second gen Apple Pencil works. Like for me, it is just as responsive as the second gen Apple Pencil, but it has some other additional features, which is pretty good. We have this button on the top, which is also used for turning it on and off. But what we can do with it is, if you double click it, it'll bring up your multitasking, which is a pretty good feature. I do like that. And it does charge the way the normal Apple Pencil does. Now, when you do put it on, it will charge, and as you can see here, it will flash red as it's charging. Now, you won't get any animations on the iPad itself to say that it's charging. However, it will show up in your battery widget to show you that it is charging, and that's a good feature. So while you'll not get those Apple Pencil animations, it's pretty good that way, and it's half the price, which is awesome. So yeah, if you are looking, if you do have an iPad that supports a 2nd gen Apple Pencil and you think it's maybe a little bit expensive, definitely check this version out, guys, because it is really, really good value, and why pay double the money if you don't have to? So I will leave you, the price of it is here, and I will leave you a link down below if you want to pick one of them up. So we're halfway there, guys. So if you haven't already, why don't you smash that like button down there, and if you haven't already, click that subscribe button and ring that little bell to be notified of new videos like this one. Sure, you're not doing anything. Come on. Right, next up we have another case. Now this is a case that has been sent to me from the guys at Casetify, and I'm quite blown away. They've sort of personalized it for me as well with my little MTT from Michael's Tech Talk, which is a really, really nice touch, guys. I really like it. And this thing feels pretty premium. Like, look at that. That's nearly like a full suede. You see that? That's swanky. That really is. Folio case. And let's pop the iPad in here. I do like a folio case now, I must admit, especially when I'm traveling. If I know I'm not going to be using the Magic Keyboard, I like a folio case just to take it out and sort of keep it protected and stuff. But this is nice. It's this lovely leather effect. We've got our Casetify logo here too. Really good camera protection there too, in case you ever drop it. The thought of dropping iPads just makes me want to cry, to be honest. But yeah, we've got lots of folds here in the folio, and yeah, we've got lots of options for things that you want to do. If you want to, you know, set it up here and get your lean on, and you know, if you're drawing, if you're writing, taking notes, whatever. This is really nice, guys. It feels really, really premium. And we also have our options here. You've got a slot here to put your Apple Pencil in. It's pretty good, I must say. Apple Pencil just pops out like that. You have a little option here as well. If you're writing, you want to set it down for a little break. It's pretty good. I must say, guys, I really like this, and a big thanks and a shout out to Casetify for sending this over to me and personalising it. I love it, guys. Thanks very much. If you are interested in a case like this and you want to customise it up, the price of it is here, and I will leave you a link down below, and I will leave you a discount code there as well for Casetify if you want to go and check that out. Next up is this. This is an iPad stand from the guys at Benks. Now, this is a magnetic stand where your iPad clicks onto. Well and good. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, it's a stand. Big whoop. Well, I like this simply because, look at this. We've got this base, which is just awesome, and it's made of aluminium, and you can flex this until your heart is content. Now, if you like doing drawing, if you like watching content, doing any of that sort of stuff, FaceTime calls, whatever you like doing, this stand has you covered. You've got so many options with it, the way you can tilt it, move it, set it down flat, set it at angles, you know, whatever you like to do. Personally for me, I've been editing a little bit with this stand, and I like having it at that tilted angle. It's pretty good, and I get to use my pencil, which I don't always get to use, and I kind of like that. So yeah, definitely. It is one of the better stands. There has been a couple of stands that have been sent to me for review, and they just, quality wise, I just wasn't happy with them, and if I wouldn't be happy with something, I'd be honest, I wouldn't feature it for you guys. So yeah, rest assured, if I'm featuring this on this video, it is something I would be prepared to use, and this is a great option. Good solid aluminium stand. It feels good and premium. If you're looking for one, this is the option. Price of it is right here, and I will leave you a link down below. So on to the last accessory. Would this be an iPad Pro video without the Magic Keyboard? Yes, I know what you're thinking. Michael, that's expensive. Yes, it is. It's also the best. It really is. If you are looking for a keyboard for your iPad, in my honest and humble opinion, you will not get a better typing experience and touchpad than this. Now yes, there is other options out there which are really, really good. There is other brands out there that make different alternate versions, and I do know that the Logitech Combo Touch is the closest thing to the Magic Keyboard that you can get. But for me personally, the functionality of the Magic Keyboard is so much better. We have that awesome keyboard, as I've mentioned. We have that awesome trackpad, which is on par with the trackpads in the MacBooks. Quote me on that, it is top notch. A majority of my editing, I did mention it earlier, I was editing with the stand and the pencil, because I don't really use the pencil that much for editing, because when I do edit, I use this trackpad, because this trackpad is so good. The magnet strength is so good for this. When the iPad is in it, it's not going anywhere, and we've got pretty good balance. I have seen people say about the viewing angles, but for me personally, when this is on a desk, the viewing angle for this is perfect. I don't have any problems. Is this keyboard perfect? No, it's not. I firmly do believe, and have always said, there needs to be a row of function keys here. As I have it sitting here is usually the angle I would have, and look, there's perfect space for function keys there. So why not give us them? But for me is the pass-through USB-C charging in this. It is just so useful, because I do a lot of my editing for this channel from this iPad Pro. I do use the Thunderbolt port for my SSD. So when I'm editing, it's so useful for me to be able to plug in and keep this iPad charged. That for me is worth its weight in gold. So that's why for me personally, it is worth the money. If you look about, you can get bargains for these, and if you are maybe not fussed about getting one that's used, definitely if you get it at really, really good money, don't pass it up, because it is one of the best options you can get for your iPad Pro or your iPad Air. I have had this I bought this keyboard originally when I bought my 2018 iPad Pro, and then when I switched to the M1, it's the same one. So as you can see, it is a little bit battered, it is a little bit worn, but I've had years good use out of this, and it's lasted. I will throw you up, the cheapest price I have found this for is right here, and I will leave you a link down below for where I've found it if you want to go and maybe pick one up. That's some of the best accessories that I would recommend for the iPad Pro. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. Is there anything that I haven't featured that you would maybe like to see on the channel? If there is, let me know down below. You guys are the voice, and I will listen. So if there's anything you want to see, hit me up and I will get it in for review. That about wraps up this video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button for me, and don't forget to click that subscribe button and ring that little bell to be notified of new videos just like this one. And if you want to see any more tech review or accessory videos, you know where to come, right here on Michael's Tech Talk. And until the next one, guys, I'll catch you later.